Hello and welcome to this YouTube channel where we talk about how to grow healthy hair. Today we are going to be talking about fenugreek seeds. They are very well known and used for centuries, especially in India and Ayurveda, and you can usually get them in two forms, either as a whole seed or also in a powdered form, and we're going to talk today about ways how you can use both of them. I almost honestly don't know where to start. I'm always so excited to talk about fenugreek, and it has been so crucial and beneficial for me on my own hair growth journey. Amongst others, fenugreek is packed with iron, manganese, protein and magnesium, and it not only promotes hair growth, it also is going to make your hair way thicker than it is at this moment, and it also is going to add the shine to your hair that you might be missing. Right now, I'm going to share with you 6 ways how you can introduce fenugreek to your day-to-day life. We are going to start off with fenugreek tea. It is so easy to make. You are just going to cook for about 3 minutes, let's say 2 to 3 cups of water with 1 tablespoon of fenugreek seeds. And after it's done, you're just going to drink it like it is. You can drink it in the morning, in the evening. It doesn't really affect your sleeping cycle, and it's actually also really great for digesting after food. So cheers to that. Second way how you can use fenugreek is in a spray that you are going to apply directly on your hair. The way how you're gonna make the inside of the spray is that you're gonna also make a tea, but you're gonna make it a little bit more potent. So maybe you can add up 1 more tablespoon of the fenugreek seeds. You can maybe cook it for longer, and it's gonna be way more darker than this tea is. Then you're just gonna pour it into your spray bottle, and this has so many benefits. You can either use it as a refreshment for your hair, you can add it to, you can just, spray it onto your scalp, massage it in, or you can also use it as a detangler, because fenugreek is fantastic for that. For some people, the taste of fenugreek tea could be too strong. I personally don't mind it, but also another way how I enjoy getting my fenugreek is through fermenting it in water. So basically, again, you just use about 1 tablespoon of fenugreek, add a lot of water into your jar and leave it like that overnight, and then you can just drink the water overnight. The fenugreek is going to ferment a little bit, so the water is going to be slightly fermented. I find the taste very mild. I honestly enjoy it. Some people say that it smells a little bit like maple syrup. I like it. I almost don't like to drink plain water anymore. I really do enjoy it. You can already, if you drink just 1 of this fenugreek water a day, it's gonna help your hair growth so much. Usually when I use fenugreek in this way, I would use the same seeds about 2 to 3 times. You always want them to be in the water for at least a few hours for really the benefits of the fenugreek to get into the water. If you want to keep using the seeds even after you have used them a few times in the water, it is totally possible. Because you can sprout them. It is so easy. What I usually just do is that, oopsies, I keep them in the same jar. I will need to clean it later. I keep them in the same jar. I don't fully close the jar so that I can get the excess water out of it. Now it's not gonna work, sure. I'm gonna make it in this way, and I'm just gonna pour the excess water out of it, and then I'm gonna keep it in my fridge just like that for days. Every day I'm going to mix it a little bit so so that you can sprout. And eventually I'm actually just running out of these sprouts, but after a few days they are going to start sprouting, and imagine, this is what you can put on salad, in a soup, whatever you like. It tastes so refreshing. I really love it. I eat it every day. Now I'm just waiting for the next jar to sprout. And imagine when a tree, any kind of flower, when it needs to get out of the ground, imagine how much power it needs to go through the ground, and all this power and all these benefits of the fenugreek you have in these sprouts. So don't waste your fenugreek after you drink your fenugreek water, and get your sprouts ready. Another amazing way how you can use fenugreek is in oil. If you are already used to using oil on your hair, you probably already know which oils works the best for you. I would say that generally the oil that works the best for everyone is, for every type of hair, is olive oil. I don't know anyone who actually don't get good benefits of olive oil. Let me know if maybe it is you. In the future videos we're gonna talk more about different oils and which oil is good for which type of hair, but I would say generally olive oil is amazing. And what you want to do is just use some olive oil, put depending on how much oil you have, put some fenugreek seeds into it, and then you want to store it in a dark place, preferably warm, and you're just gonna leave it like that for days, maybe even weeks, for the fenugreek to really infuse into the oil. If you want to fasten up the process of infusing the oil with fenugreek, you can also use a pot and a stove. So basically you're gonna fill up the pot with water, you're gonna warm it up, and you're gonna leave the fenugreek in this glass jar in it for a few minutes to infuse, and basically you're just gonna let it cool up a little bit. And even if it's still slightly warm, it's going to be amazing for your hair. Put your fingers in the oil and you're gonna start applying it on your scalp. This oil is not going to be beneficial just for your scalp, but generally for your whole hair. So you can then just take your comb and distribute the oil all over your hair. The way how you can actually really increase the potential of this oil is if first you're gonna take your spray bottle and you're gonna spray your hair a little bit, so it's going to, basically the oil is gonna get easier into your hair and into your scalp. You don't really necessarily need to use the fenugreek water, but you can, there's no harm in it. After you have distributed the oil all over your hair, you wanna keep them warm. So what that means that you can just pack them, put it into a shower cap or a plastic bag, and then ideally also cover them with a towel. To get the best benefits of the oil, you want to leave it in your hair for at least an hour, and then you can wash it off. Or what I like to use it overnight before I actually wash my hair in the morning. That way your hair gets the most benefit that they can from this oil. One tip what I like to do is that I don't really like to sleep with a shower cap or something on my head, so then basically I would braid my hair and I would take a big towel and put it all over the place on my bed where I might or might not put my head down, so that I don't really mess it up. And I've never had an accident. My bed has always survived and my hair were amazing in the morning after I washed them. Last but not least, we were also at the beginning talking about getting fenugreek in a powdered form. What you can do is just to make a little paste. Either you can use just the fenugreek and water and make a little paste and really massage your scalp in it and use it as a mask before you're gonna wash your hair. Or what you can also do is to add a little bit of the fenugreek powder into your shampoo, really shampoo it in, make sure that you really are nicely massaging your scalp, because it's all the benefits of the fenugreek are going to go directly in the scalp, especially if you're gonna wash your hair beforehand with a little bit not too hot, but warm water, which is really going to open up your pores on your scalp. It is pretty easy to wash out. You shouldn't have too much problems with that, and but it still can be a little bit messy in the bath. So this is not the way that I usually use it. I feel like the other ways of using fenugreek are so much easier, but it is still the way how you can get the benefits of fenugreek directly to your scalp. That is it for today's video. Let me know if these tips were helpful, if you maybe already know some and if they are beneficial for you, or which one did you decide to try. And feel free to subscribe if you found this helpful, because there is more content coming, which is going to be all about hair growth and hair health and hair to scalp and basically anything hair related. And if you feel like this content was valuable, don't forget to give it a like. Bye bye!